Mogul Motivation, educating and empowering entrepreneurs 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. This is episode 118. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur who is trying to get over that hump and make things happen. This podcast is for any dream chaser that has dreams and wants to accomplish those dreams by aspiring higher. All I ask is if you find anything beneficial in this podcast, you pass it on to somebody else that may benefit from it as well. And please don't forget to leave a review on iTunes. Those reviews are very crucial and critical to the growth of the Mogul Motivation brand. When you get a chance, head over to Amazon and purchase a copy of my ebook, 100 Deposits, Restoring Value to Your Entrepreneurial Spirit. I released that ebook earlier this month and it's available for purchase for $1.99. With that being said, I always hated math class. Math has always been the devil to me. I struggled with math throughout grammar school, junior high, high school, and even college. I hated math. The only thing I believed I had to learn was addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, the basic things. I never understood why I had to learn the Pythagorean theorem or why I had to learn geometry and all of these other things that I don't use in my everyday personal and business life. But nevertheless, I struggled with math, and as a result of struggling with math, I had to get tutoring for math. And I was often teased for that sometimes. You know how kids can be, but I didn't let it get to me. But nevertheless, even though I excelled in reading, even though I excelled in English and every other subject, I was weak in math, so I was judged on that. And you know the phrase, you're only as strong as your weakest link? I don't believe in that phrase for this reason and a couple reasons. So because I was getting A's and B's in every other subject, but I was getting a C- in math, does that mean I'm a bad student? No, it does not. It's not true. That's why I don't believe you're only as strong as your weakest link. What I truly believe is your strongest link is where your true power lies. You see, as entrepreneurs and dream chasers, we have to embrace our gifts. We have to embrace what we're truly skilled at and not let our weaknesses distract us. Don't work on your weaknesses. Fine-tune your strengths, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you're good at, keep working at it and become better at it. And eventually, you're going to become the best at it. Sure, it's okay to work on your weaknesses when you have the time to do so, but you have to be very careful not to give your weaknesses too much energy and attention. Because, see, when you dedicate too much time on your weaknesses, you drain your confidence. And then when you drain your confidence, you lose the ability to perform at a high level with your strengths. When you drain your confidence by focusing on your weaknesses too much, that's when you start to tell yourself, maybe this business isn't for me. Maybe I should just quit and get a job like they said. Maybe I didn't choose the right career. You start to feed yourself the lies that everybody else around you has been telling you. You have to understand that we're all human. Nobody on this earth is Superman or Superwoman. Weaknesses are always going to be there. You're not going to be the best manager. You're not going to be the best marketer. You're not going to be the best editor. You're not going to be the best problem solver. But you are the best at something. You are the best at whatever you do. That's why you're an entrepreneur. That's why you chose to build this business. That's why you went into the career field that you went into. The best remedy for your weakness is help. We can't let our egos and our pride stop us from getting help. That's how we solve our weaknesses. That's what I had to do when I had to get tutoring for math. I was weak in math, so I got a tutor. I went to somebody that was smarter at math than I was, somebody that can help me better than I can help myself when it came to math. That's what we have to do with our weaknesses, ladies and gentlemen. You have to bring in freelancers to patch up your weaknesses. So maybe you're not good at marketing. So guess what? You go to somebody who has great marketing skills and a great marketing knowledge. That's how you patch up your weaknesses. You're not good at editing. So guess what? You go to a video editor. I suck at editing personally. So that's why whenever I have a video project, I don't edit it myself anymore. I hire a freelance editor to do it for me. All right? Bring in help. Do not be afraid to bring in freelancers to help you with your business or to help you with your professional skills so that you can patch up those weaknesses. Don't be afraid to do that, because eventually once you do that, your business is going to become stronger. So now you're going to have more capital to bring on these people part-time or full-time, and then their job is strictly to do what you're weak at. And while they're doing that, you can continue to focus on your strength. You can continue to make yourself better at what you're already good at and become the best at it. You can pay others for your weakness. You can't continue to hurt yourself and to drain yourself by focusing on your weaknesses. You have to focus on your strengths. You have to make yourself better at what you're already great at. Let me give you an example. In high school, I loved track. Track was my favorite sport out of my entire athletic career. I played basketball, football. I ran track. I love track. My favorite event was the 100 meter and the 200 meter dash. And it was my favorite events because I can talk trash before the race and after the race, and there was nothing you can do about it because I was going to beat you regardless. I love the 100 meter and the 200 meter dash. Those was my favorite events. And I hated when my coach would put me in a 400 meter dash. He would always randomly put me in a 400 meter dash, and I hated it. You know why I hated it? Because I couldn't talk trash in a 400 meter dash. I couldn't gloat in a 400 meter dash. I wasn't the best at that race. So therefore, I couldn't always beat everybody in that race. That's why I hated being in the 400 meter dash. I was weak in that event. And it's the same as Usain Bolt, perhaps the greatest Olympian to ever walk this earth. He set world records. He has many accolades in the 100 meter and the 200 meter dash. But I wouldn't bet my money on Usain Bolt in a 400 meter dash. I wouldn't trust him in that race. You know why? Because he's not the best at that race. That's not his skill set. That's not his strength. That's his weakness. That's why he doesn't run that race. That's what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. We have to continue to focus on what we're good at. Yes, we're weak at some things, but we're strong at many more things. And we have to focus on the many more things that we're strong at to continue to build our confidence, to continue to keep our enthusiasm burning as we grow our businesses and as we rise in our careers. That's what we have to do. Because whenever we focus on those weaknesses, now we're going to fall into the trap that the negative world wants us to fall into. You're not going to be great at everything. You're not going to be strong at everything. You're not going to be an expert at everything. And that's okay, because you can always bring in people that's smarter than you in those weak areas, and they can help you. They can do it. They can do it for you. That's the beauty of teamwork. That's the beauty of getting help. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship. It's all about putting the pieces to the puzzle together. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. And never forget that, yes, we may be weak, but we're still strong and so much more. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you next week.